Hey guys, my name is Dan. Welcome back to the channel. Thanks for watching episode 1 of this series. I hope you guys are enjoying it so far. I'm going to do episode 2 now just to crack on a little bit in this transfer window. Originally, I wasn't going to do really any transfers, to be honest with you. I was going to keep the squad as was. Obviously, we got rid of the Mineri on loan last episode, and we also got rid of Jesus on a permanent. But I actually want to do a deal for Yildiz, Kenan and Yildiz. Mainly because there's been a bit of hype about him. But first of all, I wanted to let you guys know, obviously, I'm going to up my difficulty to world class. It's kind of a weird. I'm too good for professional and too rubbish for world class. World class is super stressful for me, but I'm going to do it for you guys, at least for a few games, just to see how it goes. It's a little bit stressful for me, but obviously it should be a bit more entertaining for you. But yeah, as I said, we're gonna try and do a deal for Yildiz from Juventus. There's a bit of hype about him in real life. I thought, you know what, maybe try and do a swap deal with Trossard. I mean, I should have done the swap deal with Jesus, to be honest with you, but that's already done now. So I'm gonna try and do a swap deal for Trossard. Obviously, hopefully they'll be interested in him. I think he'll be a good move for them, and he'll be a good move for him. And then obviously try and get Yildiz as well to compete with Martinelli. Sorry, we're gonna go for this Dario Osorio guy as well. Try and get him, even though we've got a surplus of right wingers at the moment. I'm thinking about maybe transferring Mineri to a cam maybe, or to maybe a left winger, and then have this Osorio guy as a right winger. But we're going to scout them first just to see what their ratings are, and then we'll go from there. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed episode 1. I really enjoyed making it. I enjoyed recording and doing another career mode, which is great, and doing Arsenal as well, which I have done before, but not to a serious degree. So hopefully you guys are enjoying it. As long as you guys are enjoying it, I'll just keep chucking out more episodes, because I could get quite used to this, to be honest with you. This is the squad we're going to go into the Man United game, the first game of the season. Like I said, in the real life, obviously, it was a difficult start of the season for Arsenal, to be honest with you, in real life. And yeah, with world-class difficulty as well, this is going to be a real good test of my gaming ability. Obviously, I've not done world-class in FC26 before. I can barely do it in FC25. I felt stressful as it was already. I mean, obviously, trying to make a tackle, and it tackles for you, and then you end up shooting the ball. But yeah, an early yellow card for Cunha, which is really awesome. Bit of a decent foul. Let me know if the volume's a little bit off as well. I feel like the game volume's a little bit too high. So yeah, obviously, like I said, I've been really struggling with world-class difficulty. I feel like it's a little bit too hard for me, unfortunately. But I'm gonna try my best. It's just, it's a gameplay thing. It's a controller issue. You press buttons and passes don't go where you want them to go to, and you press the tackle button and it ends up shooting the ball because it tackles by itself. Players tend to make really heavy first touches as well, which I've noticed, especially Madueke. Later in the episode, you'll see. Yeah, very heavy touches, kind of movements, kind of a bit off. But again, it's probably just me. It's slotting a really good goal for Gyökeres, slotting Saka in for a really good goal, should I say. First goal of the season, it's quite fitting that it should be Saka. 1-0, kind of against the run of play. It was kind of end to end so far in this game, but yeah, it's pretty much our first shot on target as well, which is a really fantastic goal by Saka, who's probably our best player. So yeah, I was kind of pumped up for this game. Obviously, it's a game that, as an Arsenal fan, you kind of want to win all the time. Man United are kind of our biggest rivals, I guess, historically anyway, but maybe not at the moment. Yeah, it's like I said, like a good example there of just a heavy touch randomly. But that was pretty much the end of the first half. Nothing else really happened in that first half. Carried a 1-0 lead into the second half, which is great. We need to build on that a little bit more, try and get a decent win. But like I said, also the computer seems to just get the ball off you really, really easily. See, there, right there, I pressed a tackle button, and then it tackles by itself, and then just I end up shooting it into nowhere because I've pressed the tackle button. It's kind of annoying, and it kind of makes me look stupid, but I promise you I was trying to tackle. But yeah, Man United were attacking us quite a lot in this game, to be honest with you. I thought it was a fairly even game, though, to be honest with you, but I feel like we weren't attacking them enough. But when we did, we managed to get in behind them like this, and really good Martinelli run, which he needs to do more in real life, and he slots it into the far corner, which is great. Yeah, like I said, Martinelli needs to really up his game a little bit in terms of scoring. He's doing really well at the moment in real life. Scored a whole bunch of really important goals for us. I think he might have scored in this fixture as well in real life. I can't really remember now. Yeah, like the start of this season seems like a long time ago already, and it's only, middle of October. It's crazy. But yeah, really good goal from Martinelli, and he needs to do that a little bit more often. We need to really rely on him a little bit more because Saka seems to get double teamed basically a lot, and it'd be nice to have that same outlet on the left hand side. Hopefully, if we can get Yildiz in, he can give a bit of competition. This is another thing I've noticed in this game as well. Raya is an absolutely amazing goalkeeper, especially in real life. But in this game, he's a really good saver of the goal, but he just powers it into another opposition player all the time. He's done it multiple times in this gameplay that I've done in recording this episode. Just makes a really good save, but powers it into another opposition player who then just slots it home. It was a really, really disappointing goal to concede. I didn't want to concede any goals to these guys. There you go, Saka with a heavy touch again. I feel like that heavy touch you can't control. There again, like I pressed the tackle button, and then it tackles by itself and then just shoots the ball because it registers the me pressing the button. It's really, really aggravating, but it is what it is. World class just feels like it just designed to just wind me up. It's really, really annoying. And yeah, it's just really difficult. I feel like that's partly why it's world class. But yeah, like I said, hopefully it's more entertaining for you guys to watch. It's definitely not more entertaining for me. I'd much rather play in professional, but I end up winning games 5 or 6-0, which is not really realistic. So hopefully trying to get out a 2-1 victory here against Man United at Old Trafford. That would be a really, really good result. I wanted to make some changes, and obviously the second half you want to rotate your squad a little bit more, provide a bit more stamina to your best players, to be honest with you. And you've got, Arsenal have got a really good squad now. We've got the squad capable of rotating our players like this, but sloppy passing as well is really annoying. We're trying to wind down the clock now just to see out this victory, but we keep giving the ball away. Like I said, it's really easy for them to get the ball off you, and you spam the tackle button and then nothing happens. Here I was just spamming B, but then they go and do a really good shot, and within the last kick of the game basically. I thought it was a bit BS, to be honest with you. I thought it was a bit annoying. That's why I skipped the replay, because I was annoyed. But yeah, I thought it was a bit trash goal to concede. We should have shut up shop a bit more. I should have played it out at the back a bit more, but it is what it is. We didn't lose. It's a point. Old Trafford is not anything to be annoyed about, but still, I really wanted to win, but it is what it is. Well, game against Leeds now at home, a winnable game. We have to win this game. Newly promoted team. Saka randomly wants to take the time off for the game, which is fantastic. I was going to use him in the Leeds game, but obviously we're not going to do that now, so fantastic, awesome. But anyway, guys, we're going to jump straight into this Leeds game. At home, our first home game of the season, which is going to be great. This new cutscene as well, which is awesome. Kind of looks like, you look over London and stuff and see all the the many stadiums that are in London. It's quite funny. There's 3 in that shot alone, or technically 4 if you count the Emirates. Yeah, brilliant. I can't wait for this game. Like I said, newly promoted team. We should be winning this game at home. But again, world class. You never really know with me how it's going to happen and what's going to happen. Same lineup, obviously without Saka. Madueke starting out on the right hand side. Um, but apart from that, the same lineup. Obviously, got Mosquera on the bench as well because obviously we had to have an extra space on the bench. But yeah, Leeds just came at me, man. Really, really, really difficult team. And this was just an atrocious goal to concede. At near post, Raya should never be beat there. I was spamming the B button, B, 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 B. Nothing happened. It's kind of annoying. It is what it is, though. 1-0 down. Cool, alright. Yeah, it's just it's gonna take me a while to get used to this world class difficulty. Again, you saw Madueke there just letting the ball go past him. You can't control that. You can't control first touches. You can't control them touching. You can't control them keeping the ball. And even then, when you try to pass the ball, it doesn't sometimes go to where you want him to go to. But it is what it is. I've just got to get better. Really, I need to stop whining about it and just get better. Just kept trying to close them down, trying to cut them apart. Just very difficult. They're very defensive, very defensively aware. Couldn't really get any space. This was a fantastic shot and a fantastic goal from Gyökeres. First goal of the season for him, which is fantastic. All three of our first main strike force have all scored a goal now. Martinelli, Saka in the last game, and now Gyökeres was great. Fighting back 1-1, which is cool. We still need to get another goal to win this game though. But at the moment, like I said, I'm still trying to find my feet with the world class difficulty, and yeah, it's a lot harder than it looks, to be honest with you.
Artlist.io.
Yeah, guys, as you can see, just struggling to break him down. Bringing Trossard and some other players on now, which is cool, just to rotate the team a little bit more. Maybe provide a little bit of a spark. I love Trossard in real life. I think he's an absolute great player. I don't want to sell him. I think he's a great utility player, especially off the bench. I don't really like him starting games, but off the bench I think he's brilliant. In the game though, in the FC26, I don't really rate Trossard that much. I think he's a bit old. Again, like I said, Rare makes a really, really good save and just powers it out to another player, Leeds player. Here you go, mate, have a free shot. And it's just, that's scripted. That's not me doing that. That's not the game doing that. It's not me controlling the way of doing that. It's just scripted, and I can't do anything about that. It was a really fantastic save. You can't, maybe you could put another defender up there, but yeah, difficult. This penalty as well. I was just spamming B, like press B, because you press the B button to make a tackle and it just doesn't do anything. So I was spamming B and somehow managed to give away a penalty. So at this point I was like, you know what? I mean, I was raging at this point, let me tell you that. But yeah, I thought it was going to go right. I pressed right, on the controller and didn't do anything, which is fantastic. Yeah, so we're going to slump to a shock loss at home against Leeds. And I'm thinking to myself, and Saliba's injured as well for 5 days, which is brilliant as well. Yeah, so I'm starting to think, well, maybe I'll change the difficulty down to professional again. But we've got Liverpool coming up next. I'll just wait. I think Liverpool are going to beat me anyway, so I figured I'll leave that. I'll leave it as world class for now. I put Saka back on the bench on the pitch because he's finally happy to play again, which is great. I'm not quite sure what the family emergency was, but he's back in the team now, which is cool. He scored against us in the first game, so hopefully he can score against us again. But we're going to go for Yildiz now. Like I said, I'm not too keen on Trossard in this game, so I'm thinking, you know what, I'll try and swap him, swap Trossard for Yildiz. I hope you guys are on board with this. I think Yildiz is, one of those hot prospects right now. Everyone's going to be talking about him between now and January. So I thought, you know what, I'll just go in for him now. I thought, you know what, Trossard plus 30 million is pretty good idea. They wanted 41. I thought that was way too high. So we're going to go and try and do a 35 million plus Trossard, and hopefully they'll accept that, or 35 and a half, 36 and a half, should I say. Probably could have gone down a little bit higher, lower, but I was like, you know what, it's fine, don't worry about it. We're going to try and get him on a good wage. I can't believe he's on $99,000 already. I don't know why I haven't changed it to pounds, but that's just my fault. I've only just noticed that, by the way, which is kind of weird, but it is what it is. 4-year deal, hopefully. Try and get him on to $100 wage, which I'll try to do 90, but they came back. Actually, it was 90. Actually, sorry, not 100,000. And signing bonus is kind of minuscule, so I thought, what, I'll just do that. So we've got Yildiz in now. He's going to be a backup to Martinelli for now, because I'm going to play a lot of these games myself. I'm going to rotate. I'm obviously going to sub him in every single game. Carabao Cup games, I'm going to put him in the second team, so he's going to be playing fairly a lot for me, so it's not like he's going to be relegated to the bench a lot. He's going to come off the bench a lot, and he's going to play a lot of rotational games for me, so I'm quite happy with that. Madueke as well on the right hand side, should be fun, kind of really good swapping around on the wing backs as well. And Trossard, I think, is going to do really well in Italy and with Juventus, so I think it's a good deal all around. Gave me a C, which is cool. I think I probably could have got lower. We're going to go in for Osorio as well. Again, he's a little bit lower rated. He's only 21, but we've got loads of right wingers. But like I said, I'm going to try and maybe change Nwaneri. Once he's back off his loan, I'll change Nwaneri to a cam, and then have this guy's, maybe challenging with Saka. I don't know if I'm going to keep Madueke. I'm not getting on with Madueke at the moment in this game. I feel like there's such a massive drop off. I figured, get Osorio in, maybe loan him out until the end of the season, and then go from there, and hopefully he'll go up about 2 or 3 overall. And then maybe, we sell Madueke if I don't get on with him very well, and then have Osorio and Saka. But yeah, like I said, Madueke, I love him in real life. I think he pleasantly surprised me in real life. It's just in this game at the moment, anyway, from this experience, I'm not keen on him so far, but maybe that's just me not being very good at world class. But let me know what you think about Madueke down below. And this Dario Osorio guy, it says he's at Bayern Munich in this game, but he's obviously not. But yeah, let me know what you think about my wing plans and Ranieri going cam as well, because yeah, I think everyone will have an opinion on that. Osorio didn't go through. I didn't offer him enough wages apparently. We're going to go in for him a bit, in a few days or in a week or so. And yeah, we're just going to go straight into this Liverpool game. Obviously, had a offer for Ben White. I'm not going to sell Ben White this summer. Maybe next summer, depending on what his overall is. But at the moment, I'm not interested in letting Ben White go anywhere. We're going to go straight into this Liverpool game. Obviously, I don't expect to win this game. I mean, like I said, it's Liverpool at Anfield, world class. Yeah, I don't expect to win this game, but we'll give it a good go. I feel like this is going to be a really good test of my world class abilities. Yeah, it's all practice in the end. I'm not expecting to win the league in this save, if I'm being brutally honest, especially if I'm playing world class. And maybe if I can get some really good practice in, we'll get a bit better, and we'll go from there. So there we go. Florian Wirtz, Wirtz of all people, getting the first goal against us, and not really realistic, but that's what it is. Really good goal. Just let him free in the box, or just outside the box, and yeah, give him that much space, and you can't really do anything about it. I don't think Raya could do anything about it. At least Raya didn't palm it out to another Liverpool player so they can slot it home. It was a decent goal. 1-0. First 10 minutes is not great, but it is what it is. The Arsenal boys did much better in real life than I did, or I have so far. But the rest of the first half, kind of was end to end. I haven't really threatened their goal at all, to be honest with you. Again, really good goal. Like I said, top goal. I don't think as a FIFA player you can do very much about that. Salah getting his goal in the half an hour mark. 2-0 at half an hour wasn't great. I was just getting steamrolled in this game, if I'm being brutally honest, guys. This was a game where I'm thinking to myself, maybe I should go back to professional, but professional's too easy. I'm too good for professional. I know you can mess around with sliders and stuff, but I'm not very good at that. I don't trust myself with that. I thought that was a perfectly legal slide tackle. I'm not quite sure why that was a penalty. Down the middle makes me look stupid. I thought it was going to go right, but it is what it is. 3-0, half time is not great, if I'm being brutally honest. This is a long game, guys. As you can see there, man, I'm just trying to pass out from the back, and it's just going straight to a Liverpool player all the time. They're just pretty much just pinging around. I'm surprised they didn't score a fourth goal, to be honest with you. They could have done, they should have done. They hit the post like 12 times or whatever it was. So, not very good, eh? But it is what it is. Liverpool, Anfield, world class, it's just one of those things. As you can see, guys, as you just saw, Saka was injured now. He's out for 3 months. Fantastic. He misses one game out for a time off or whatever. We're going to go down to professional. I just want to see how it's going to be like being professional. I won't be playing the next game until the next episode. We're just going to see out the transfer deadline day today, and that'll be the end of the video. Like I said, Saka out now for 3 months till Christmas, basically, which sucks. We've had him for 2 games. And now he's off. So, very annoying. Now I've got to play Madueke. Tempted to recall Ranieri and have Ranieri and Madueke play for that right-hand side. But I'm just going to leave it for a bit. Yildiz can play out on the right-hand side. So I might have Yildiz cover both right wing and left wing. And then hopefully we can make do with that until January, until when Saka comes back. Saka's our best player, and having him out is a massive blow, especially having been in world-class difficulty. Like I said, really hard start to the season for us here, as well as in real life for Arsenal. I just did think about going with the Ranieri, but I'm going to leave him out alone for a while more. He's growing nicely. He's already gone up rating. Here, this is a glitch thing. It had him Cape as a loan with an obligation to buy. I can't remember with that. I don't think we did that in real life. I'm not quite sure. I think we bought him and then loaned him in. I don't know how we did it in real life, but I know we didn't pay 88 million for him. But it is what it is. I wasn't going to spend any more money on other people apart from Osorio, and he was about 7 million. So I have enough money to do this. So I'm just going to get him Cape done, just so we've got him, permanently. We don't have to worry about it anymore. And then we can just move into January and go from there. I wanted to have Kim Cape in as our permanent player, because he is our permanent player in real life, and obviously he's going to be playing a lot of football for us, and I wasn't keen on him being on loan with the possibility. I'm not quite sure how it works, but I didn't want to take the risk of loaning him in and then recalling him and then selling him or whatever. So we're pretty much gonna be just this guy, him Cape in. And we're also going to go for Osorio, like I said, obviously with improved wages, because he cried about it last time. But 88.7 million, I mean, it's not really realistic, really, is it? It's definitely not what happened in real life. But you know what? He's 83 rated. He's good enough to be in the first team. That's a pretty decent player, and that's pretty much it, guys. We're going to go for... We went for Osorio towards the end of this deadline day. We'll do it in the next episode. But thanks for guys watching. I really do appreciate it, and I'll see you guys next time. Adios.